Hello guys, I am Kumar K.
Guys, these days many of the software engineering candidates have fallen into a trap called as standard DSA sheet trap or the trap of doing standard DSA tutorials. These type of students, they are doing those sheets and tutorials, but they are not able to reach their goals. So in this video I will explain in detail why in 2026 AI era, as per the recent trends of hiring and the DSA coding questions asked in online assessments and interviews, the standard DSA preparation method by doing the standard DSA sheet questions and those video solutions of those standard DSA sheet questions and the standard DSA tutorials is not at all enough. So before starting the video, to make sure you can rely on my analysis and my advice, let me give you a small introduction about myself. I'm Kumar K. Previously, I worked at Amazon and Mia.net as a software engineer. I cracked those offers off campus despite graduating from a tier 4 engineering college in India, and I cracked those offers during COVID when there was very less hiring going on. Next thing is that coming to my love for DSA, I am rated a 2242 Guardian rating I have on LeetCode, which puts me in top 0.7% DSA coders in the world on LeetCode in terms of DSA contests. Google Code Jam 2021, one of the toughest DSA algorithmic competitions in the whole world. I have All India rank 12 and world rank 13 in that competition. Previous year in 2025 Facebook Meta Hacker Cup, I won that t-shirt by getting world rank in top 700 and all India rank in top 300. So their shirt got delivered from USA to my home residence country, India. So now let's start with the video with the name of God, Ram Ram.
Hello guys, very happy to see you all. Today I'm going to do a very major expose of DSA sheets in this video, and I'm damn sure that you are yet not ready for this. But guys, truth I have to reveal in this video. The truth is that each week, as you can see, I receive hundreds of messages from many innocent students. They are telling me that they have completed most of the questions from influencer DSA sheets. I will not name those influencers, but still, after spending hours and hours on those DSA sheets, the students are failing to crack interviews of companies, online assessments of companies, and they are not able to perform in lead code contests, code forces contests. Whenever a new DSA question is presented in front of them, they are lacking the problem solving skills and thinking skills to challenge and tackle new DSA problems, new coding and engineering problems. So, this is not the mistake of the student, I believe. I think it is a widespread lie by multiple influencers and people that doing standard DSA sheets is enough to crack top tech companies, OAs plus interviews and coding contests. See, if you go on LinkedIn and YouTube now, many people will show you the DSA sheets and the influencers themselves, and they will say that just do this and you will be able to crack Amazon, Google, Microsoft, top product based companies, top tech companies, all type of companies. You will be able to crack their online assessments and interviews. But guys, that cannot be further from the truth. That is a very big lie. If you want to know the truth, go and check what coding questions companies are asking in their online coding tests, OAs, online assessments, as we call the short form is OA, and the interviews. You will see that they are asking non-standard DSA problems. When you do standard DSA sheet, you are only training yourself for standard questions, easy questions, basic level questions. But companies are asking medium and hard level questions. So how can you crack medium and hard level problems? By preparing from influencer DSA sheets, which only consists of basic and easy level problems, which are very standard in nature, whose thousands and thousands of solution videos are already available on the internet. In 2026 AI era. So guys, one nice thing in this video is that I'm going to show you with the live examples and live proofs that these are the type of problems asked in the last 30 to 60 days of hirings of the top tech companies, even service-based companies, and how their questions are not solvable by a person who is solely doing DSA sheets. So if you are a student who is spending 80 to 90% of your time in doing lead code and GFG problems which are of the DSA sheets, then guys, your time is not getting utilized. When you try to give online assessment and interviews of the top tech companies, even service based companies online assessments, you are going to face lots of dejection and disappointment. You know how bad will it feel after so much preparation you are still not able to pass? Then you will realize that all the influencers lied to you. They told you to do this shit, but that shit was not useful at most places. So problem is not in studying. I want you to study the right material, the material which can get you selected. Okay. So this has been my observation, because I'm very see, I do one-to-one mentoring and day live training of many students. So I'm daily in touch with many college students and many working professionals. They keep on sharing with me the recent LLD questions, HLD questions, machine coding questions, DSA questions of interviews, DSA questions of online assessments asked in the companies. And I keep on seeing the trend on the LeetCode Discuss and Reddit also, where people upload their company questions. And I am observing that companies are shifting towards asking NSDSA. Let's call NSDSA as non-standard DSA questions, which are not available in the standard DSA sheets. Okay. People have tendency to somehow memorize and remember the solutions to standard DSA sheet questions, which is backfiring in 2026 as companies trend of asking DSA question is changing. When you do standard DSA sheets, all the standard DSA sheets have 99% same questions. So at the back of the mind, people start memorizing those popular questions like neat code list, blind 75, and many more, because they are having the hope that exact same question will come in the interview, but that's not happening anymore. And one bad practice which you're learning from DSA sheets is that you are in this DSA hell, DSA tutorial hell. Okay. You get stuck in the DSA tutorial hell. How? I will show it to you with a small diagram. So what is the DSA sheet scam? Or what is the DSA tutorial hell? DSA tutorial hell. So what happened is that you are shown a very rosy picture. You are shown a very rosy picture that there is this DSA sheet, do 100 to 200 or 300 questions which are there in this sheet, and your life is sorted. You will get 50 to 60 LP Google, Amazon, Microsoft job. This is the dream, fake dream and rosy picture painted in front of you. So when you do these questions, your brain is very serious. Okay, your brain is thinking that this is going to give me such a high package, man. So instead of developing deep understanding, which is very much important in DSA, why is deep understanding very much important in DSA? Because DSA is just like mathematics. DSA is just like mathematics. The more deeper understanding you have of the fundamental concepts, patterns, tips, and tricks, the higher will be your percentage output ratio and performance while trying to solve new and challenging DSA coding problems. And same applies for mathematical problems. If you're trying for JEE mains and JEE advanced, the same analogy applies. But guys, the deep understanding never develops in most of the students. They do these 100, 200, 300 questions and they keep on revising these questions, and at a point of time they end up memorizing these questions. What happens is they see the question, they now already know what is the solution, what is the logic, what are the algorithm steps, and they just do it. But they don't actually know the why of the solution and how of the solution. See, many people know that like right now I can track most of you. Most of you would have studied two pointer from DSA sheets. You know that we put a I pointer here, J pointer here in some of the questions, and I pointer goes like this, J pointer goes like this. In some of the two pointer questions, I and J pointer both are at the start and both go like this. But if interviewer even asks you a single question now, why are you applying two pointer in this problem? Why are your pointers are for sometimes placed at the start and sometimes placed at the end? And why are you moving the pointers in that direction only? Why is no other solution possible? Why is this only optimal? If any interviewer asks you such deep questions, you will not be able to handle, because none of the DSA tutorials or DSA sheet questions cannot teach you this. Even their video solutions cannot teach you these things if you're watching the videos of those influencers of those DSA sheets. So 50%, we have some complaint about the nature of the easy standard questions of DSA sheets, which are not letting you develop deep understanding. Other fault is of the creators, influencers, and the educators also. While teaching, they are not trying to develop the deep understanding. For the DSA sheet questions which they're trying to teach, which have lots of views, unfortunately, because this was the need of the hour in 2020, during COVID, companies were just asking standard DSA questions. So they made the standard DSA sheets. It was all right that time. But in 2026, what used to work for 2020 is not working for 2026. So if you follow the same trend which has gotten so popular, you are going to fail. And when you fail, then you come to me. Then you message me on LinkedIn, WhatsApp. Then you start watching my OACP videos, hard unseen DSA question videos. So do you want to go through 1 to 2 years of pain of studying, failing, and then coming to me and then again learning for 1 to 2 years? It's like wasting 2, 3, 4 years of your life. So please watch this video and understand the correct thing. See, I am very active in the DSA community. I go through multiple DSA questions each day and I keep on checking what company is asking. So when I am telling, now just trust me, just trust me. Today also I have seen what has Tribe has asked in their DSA SD2 interview. Tomorrow I will upload its video solution. No other creator in the full YouTube uploads the DSA video solutions of all the companies' recent online assessment and DSA interview questions which they are asking. Only I do that because they are asking NSDSA, non-standard hard DSA questions, and no one is training you for that. But I really like to help you, so I will do that. Okay, so these are the main issues with the DSA sheets. Now, the another thing is that the same thing that the DSA sheets does not only help you with the tip of the iceberg, but the actual DSA is very deep. Many concepts, tips, and tricks and patterns get missed when they are only trying to teach you standard DSA problems. And guys, see this when the foundation of DSA is not strong, your tree, the DSA tree of knowledge, can break up anytime. So when you do DSA questions from a popular standard DSA sheet, there are at max 30 to 40 questions of a particular DSA topic, and there are 15 topics in total. These questions are very standard plus basic plus easy in nature. When you do only those questions, you only learn surface level things, guys. Deep understanding of that topic does not develop, which leads to failure in online assessments plus interviews. Also, as they are less in quantity and basic in nature, they tend to miss out many important patterns and concepts. Now let me expose. There are 2-3 DSA popular DSA influencers, and this is the screenshot of the bit manipulation topic from a popular DSA sheet. I will not name the sheet, but guys, this is the screenshot. Number of 1 bits, unique number 2, bit difference, count set bits, power of 2, first set bit, copy set bits in range, divide two integers without multiplication, calculate square of a number without using a power, and power set. Guys, only these many questions in the DSA sheet of bit manipulation. This is not at all enough. In online assessments, Codeforces contests, LeetCode contests, and interviews of top product-based companies, Mia.net, Code Nation, Google, many times prefix XOR concept is asked. Prefix suffix bit manipulation concept is asked, where you have to break each number in 20 bits and maintain their prefix and suffix, and sometimes you have to mix with segment tree. This is a very popular concept and can be called as a non-standard popular concept, which is not available in these 10 questions. If you want to master bit manipulation, at least 50 to 100 questions with good topics are needed. In these questions, only one topic is involved. That in bit manipulation, the binary number looks like this, and these are the set bits. And concept, bitwise OR, XOR, and prefix XOR concepts all are been skipped in this set. So if you do bit manipulation from any standard DSA sheet, guys, you are screwed basically. So many concepts and topics are missing if you just do 10 questions which are given in the standard DSA sheet for the bit manipulation topic. This is not at all enough. Bit manipulation topic has many important concepts like prefix XOR concepts, dividing prefix in 20-30 bits, and doing computation based concept. Everything has been missed. Prefix and concepts and many more concepts and patterns are missing in this set, which gets asked in OA's interviews and contests. DSA is generally divided in two parts, guys. SDSA versus NSDSA. For OAs, 101% NSDSA. For interviews, 60 to 80% NSDSA plus 30 to 40% SDSA. So see, whatever you study from standard DSA sheets, now they are standard easy questions. They don't challenge your brain to think. So your problem solving skills and creativity and thinking skills don't develop, which the interviewers are testing in 2026. So let's divide from now DSA in two categories, okay? SDSA, which is the standard DSA sheet questions which you are doing, and the non-standard DSA questions, which are not available in those sheets, which are medium hard. They can be LeetCode medium, LeetCode hard problem of the day POTD, or company OA problems, recent company interview problems, LeetCode contest problems, Q3, Q4 mainly, even Q1, Q2 sometimes, Codeforces, Div2C, Div2D, even Div2B sometimes. These are called as non-standard DSA problems. And yeah, these days companies are asking LLM proof OA problems. So that is also involved in this. Okay, this much is clear to you, right? Now, listen up. So in online assessment of any company, now only NSDSA is asked. Even for service-based companies, like TCS, IBM, Accenture, NSDSA is asked. And coming to interviews, 60 to 80% of the questions in the interviews are tending towards NSDSA, and only 30 to 40% is now 30 to 20% or 40 to 20% is SDSA. So by spending most of your time in SDSA, you are getting marginal returns. You should be spending 60 to 80% time doing non-standard DSA problems, trying to improve your thinking skills. But you are spending time doing standard DSA sheet questions. SDSA also involves all the easy, very, very easy and little bit medium questions you keep on doing on LeetCode GFG, which don't teach you anything new. So we can include that also in standard DSA. Okay. So when you only prepare the SDSA part, you end up lacking the NSDSA part. NSDSA involves hard unseen DSA questions where your problem solving skills get tested. How are you able to deal with new engineering based coding problems under time pressure? The coding DSA problems, coding plus DSA problems. It also helps you in system design as well. The effort required to prepare for NSDSA is 5 to 10 times more than SDSA. Preparing for non-standard DSA is 10 times harder than doing DSA sheets. That's why most of the students try to hear the sugar-coated lies from the influencers कि standard DSA sheet कर लो हो जाएगा, क्योंकि उनको भी पता है कि non-standard करना बहुत hard है, but result उसी में आएगा. Result उसी में आएगा. Okay. So now let's start the main thing. This is the key detail missing in most students' preparation. Many NSDSA questions of OAs, interviews, and contests are based upon mixed concepts plus concepts. Standard DSA sheets only teach you questions which are based on single topic, hence hampering your thinking skills for what is going to be asked. See, guys, what happens is that many non-standard DSA questions have mixed topics like binary search, two-pointer hashing, all involved in a single question. But when you are doing standard DSA question, they only have questions which are based on a single topic. So your mind skills and your neural networks and circuits in the brain do not get developed for mixed type of questions. Okay. Many students keep on messaging me about their pain of not being able to solve, the DSA questions they want. And again, I have to explain them this thing that stop doing DSA sheets. From now on, whichever students ask me these things, I will just forward them this video. And you also please do the same and share it with your peers so that they prepare in the right way for their upcoming online assessments and interviews and they don't fall in the trap. Okay. DSA sheet trap. So guys, now let's do the case study. We will understand. Like, see, I'm not just going to say some things and go away. No, 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 no. It's not whispering. I'm going to tell you the actual things, not just whisper in your ears. I am going to show you the mathematical and live DSA proof why these DSA sheets are not helpful in by showing you the coding questions which were asked in the last 30 to 60 days in this particular case study. No other influencer creator wants to do this analysis and go through the pain, but I will go through the pain just for you so that you can succeed in your life. So companies are having this trend these days, by the way. They first ask standard DSA questions, then they ask follow-ups of the questions which are hard and new in nature to test the problem solving and creativity skills of students. Students who only prepare for standard DSA sheets fail here and hence the complaints. Do know that SDSA also include those 100 to 500 easy medium LeetCode GFG questions which are very standard in nature. If you do them or you do the standard DSA sheets or blind 75 LeetCode list only that much, not going to help you. Not going to help you in India for sure. And yeah, the trend for OA, even in USA, I've seen very hard Amazon OA, man, or based on NSDSA. So for NSDSA, OA is very important because in camera is getting on in NSD in online assessments, right? That's why. So guys, these are the DSA questions asked in the last 30 to 60 days in the industry, and let's go through them now. Okay. Guys, this is the Uber experience. Okay, the Uber coding DSA interview. First, they ask a standard question, then they ask you a hard follow-up which you cannot crack if you have only done the standard questions. Let me show you that Uber question. Try to solve it. Try to solve it. If you have done the standard DSA sheets, na, you might have done standard DSA sheets. So try to solve this Uber coding question now, which they asked in the interview. Okay. So the question was that given an array, reorder the original elements based on their squares. So you know the two-pointer solution. Now they are asking instead of the sorted array, just print the kth element of the square sorted order. Oh my god. Yes, you can do the two-pointer O of K algorithm, but they want more efficient. They wanted you to do in log n time. So first you should be able to see that this is a valley. First observation. In the valley, you should do binary search and find out the deepest trench, the deepest point. Once you have the deepest point, divide the array in two different parts. Now apply the binary search algorithm on the two sorted arrays which are sorted for you in your mind to find the kth element. Now guys, in DSA sheets only this question is there. They did not teach you how to find the kth element in the log n time in the square sorted array. So as you can see, a person has explained. First, find the weak, the deepest point in the valley. Then the negative part and the positive part of the array. Assume it to be two sorted arrays. Now find the kth smallest element in the two sorted arrays in log n time by doing a special binary search algorithm. So you have to do binary search two times. That also very carefully. And you also have to ask the follow-ups whether the elements can be repeated or not. So guys, if you do standard DSA sheets only, this question you cannot tackle, you cannot crack Uber SD2. Okay, now let's go to the another question. Amazon experience where the standard question is turning into a very hard follow-up. So guys, in Amazon interview, what happened? Let's try to see, okay? Let's try to see what happened in Amazon interview, okay? So search in rotated sorted array. This is available in many DSA sheets. But see, what did they ask? They asked, what if there are duplicates in the rotated sorted array? So many students do not prepare. See, this is the follow-up of the standard DSA question. What if there are duplicates? They do not prepare for this version. Find the smallest element in rotated sorted array. If all this is done, find out how many times the array is rotated. Can you see? Some extra level of preparation and thinking skill is required. So even if the company asks standard question, then they ask the hard follow-ups. Then remove k digits is a NSDSA problems. It is not available in DSA sheets. Then they ask the Codeforces question also in the DSA interview in the round two. So the Codeforces questions, competitive programming questions are always NSDSA, non-standard hard DSA problems. Okay. Now, Accenture, service-based company, 3 LPA, 4 LPA, 5 LPA. People think that DSA sheets are enough for them. No. Even service-based companies ask on HackerRank a hard, long. First, they give you a very big story-based question of DSA on HackerRank, and that is a non-standard DSA question. That question or that type of question similar is not available in any standard DSA sheet. This Accenture OA, which was recently asked. Let's see. This Accenture OA question, you can read it, and you will like so many strings and try and prefix search. God knows what you have to do here. But that Accenture OA question, guys, is not available in any standard DSA sheet. How will you do that? Standard DSA sheet will not prepare you for that question. Solving many online assessment problems of story-based problems of HackerRank will prepare you. So guys, again, non-standard DSA problem asked. Same goes for IBM online assessment. In this IBM online assessment, a very hard unseen DSA coding question is asked on HackerRank, which is not possible to solve if you're only doing standard DSA sheet questions. I don't know why people are hiding this from you. Like most of the people hide the truth. The influencer hide the truth from the students, but I will expose them all today. Now, Salesforce senior engineer. Many people think that if you're trying for SD2, SD3 roles, they will ask you easy levels DSA, standard DSA. Okay, let's see. For 70 to 80 LPA role to a 7.5-year experienced engineer, what did they ask in Salesforce? Let's check. They asked for this Salesforce senior engineer role 75 to 80 LPA, a very hard unseen DSA problem. Find the maximum subarray of some one array one after applying array two conditions. This. In this question, deep observation is needed. You need to understand the prefix concept, suffix concept, and mix Kadane algorithm and greedy observations all in one. If you have not practiced those topics individually and the mixture of those concepts and topics and questions, you will not be able to crack this question, guys. This same question is not available in any standard DSA sheet. Even after doing all the standard DSA sheets, you cannot crack this question. For this question, you were supposed to practice the questions of these new patterns. None of the standard DSA sheet teaches you how prefix suffix can be intertwined with like interwinged or mixed up with Kadane and how Kadane is indirectly prefix suffix max algorithm. If you know that and you mix up greedy, then you can solve this question. So you can see standard DSA sheet is not enough for this problem. This was also recently asked. Guys, Amazon is asking Codeforces competitive programming questions he in the just for SD intern role. They ask minimizing many standard DSA sheets teaches you only binary tree. But Amazon asked you general tree question, Codeforces 2131D problem. Story based hard problem. This is not available in any standard DSA sheet, CF problem. Okay, you can see what level of preparation you need to do and how influencers are lying to you. Hopefully, this video will clear it up. In our 851-hour structured course, one-to-one mentoring, day live training, and job referral support program, where we give you extra LinkedIn training, resume training, placement support, many more things, system design training, resume training. We cover all these things and we teach the students these things because this is the need of the hour. Same applies to LLD, HLD also, where many standard questions are getting popular, but the companies are asking harder follow-ups and very important and nice twists in the LLD, HLD questions. Guys, Uber has also asked Codeforces question. Let me show you the interview experience of Uber. So if you carefully see, it is clearly written here. BPS on-site round. This was the toughest round so far. It was kind of question you would typically see in Codeforces contest, and I was honestly quite confused when I first saw it. However, while whiteboarding, I was able to work towards the solution. The interview was helpful, thankfully, because it wasn't a regular interview question. It was not a standard DSA question. And these days, these are the only questions. Regular interview, standard DSA questions are not coming. Even if they are coming, hard follow-ups. With a little guidance, I coded the solution and passed the test case. I would rate it as a strong hire, though it depends on how the interview evaluates the hints he provided. Overall, I felt confident after solving it. Because he prepared like that, he was able to do so. Codeforces competitive programming question asked in Uber interview and Amazon interview both recently. Let's check more proofs of this thing. Uber SD2 experience. Okay. Dynamic programming on game theory has been asked. None of the DSA sheets teach you dynamic programming on game theory. It is an online assessment and CP round type of problem asked in Uber. These are your dream companies. See what they are asking. They are asking you things which are not available in the standard DSA sheets. Uber SD1 online assessment. Guys, the online assessment questions are very, very difficult. They require geometry concepts, greedy concepts, binary search concepts, mathematical concepts. Myntra asked you hard segment tree problem mixed with prefix suffix over grid. Two hard concepts mixed up and a hard unseen DSA question presented to you. I taught its video solution just few days back. How will you solve it just by doing standard DSA sheets? Walmart again asks you hard unseen DSA tree question. This is a LLM proof question, by the way. LLM proof question asked. You guys are not able to perform in LeetCode weekly contest. Why? Because LeetCode asked segment tree plus maths non-standard DSA problem in LeetCode weekly contest recently. They also asked non-standard DSA problem in the LeetCode bi-weekly contest recently. This document is the proof. Guys, now the companies are asking LLM proof DSA problems, the problems which cannot be solved by Gemini 3, ChatGPT, and DeepSeek. Amazon SD2OA LLM proof problem was asked. You can go through the video and you will understand how difficult this problem is. How can standard DSA sheets prepare you for this? Amazon is also asking system design plus DSA based mixed questions. Standard DSA sheets never tell you what to do. If after solving the DSA question, they ask a hard follow up on it of system design to check your practical theoretical skills. This was also asked. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So you guys can see companies have changed their level, but people are sticking to the old methodologies which are not giving any benefit. Google asked you Google asked you non-standard binary tree DSA question. Okay. Like you can see here. Given a binary tree with access to root pointer, initially assign each node in the binary tree a specific value 0, 1. This is a task for each subtree, cost of each subtree. Calculate the XOR sum of all nodes in that subtree. We want to make sure that the total sum of cost of each subtree is exactly k, 0 less than equal to k less than equal to, and please help. That non-standard binary tree question or any type of that binary tree question is not available in any standard DSA sheet. The types of concepts which are involved in it. So guys, now what is the solution? Solution is that I am going to launch my DSA sheet which will have LeetCode contest problems of each topic, Codeforces contest problems, online assessment problems, interview recent problems of each topic, along with LeetCode easy, standard questions, LeetCode medium, LeetCode hard. Because I need to cover all types of questions, patterns, tips and tricks and concepts which the influencer DSA sheets are missing. I will do that for you. And tomorrow, the first video of our course will be coming out. So do let me know how excited you are about my DSA sheet and my DSA course, which I'm going to offer to you totally for free. Yeah, and if you want our paid course of 851 hour structured course and day life training, you can check that out as well. For now, guys, I have a free 51-hour course which teaches you the why and how of each DSA tip, trick, concept, pattern, and algorithm. Most of the DSA influencers, creators, educators, they teach you the question and the solution and the steps. They don't spend much time on the why and the how to get the insights, intuitions, and logic. They don't teach you those things. So do this free course and come to my free live training, which happens on Saturday and Sunday, by joining this WhatsApp group. Apart from that, I will link some DSA roadmap videos here. Just follow those roadmap videos. I have made them as per the trends of questions being asked in 2026, and it will really, really help you a lot. So with the name of God, Ram Ram, please follow these things and be ready for the first video of our course tomorrow, which will be based on hashing prefix suffix. Ram Ram.